Today we're going to look why the Christian does not understand. We obviously understand that is the devil at work and that he is very smart and he knows how to deceive. But it basically boils down to 2 points, 2 facts. Firstly, that they've done away with the sacred name of the Father and the Son. And secondly, the Christian don't even know is about the 2 houses. We will very shortly look at this in short, just to give you an understanding. And then in following discussions, we will look into the smaller effects that it has on the Christianity. For example, why they do not get 3 days, 3 nights from Good Friday to the Thursday, or why they celebrate Christmas, or why they celebrate Easter. Those are not even scriptural feasts. Anyhow, back to this video. The first we're going to look at is the sacred name. Yahushua said the following in Luke 11:52. Woe to you learned in the Torah, because you took away the key of knowledge. You did not enter in yourselves, and those who were entering in you hindered. So Yahushua is making this very clear, that the Pharisees took away the key of knowledge, and because of that, they themselves are not entering into the kingdom, and neither are those who they deceive. So what did the Pharisees take away? We see in Acts 4 verse 18, and they called them and commanded them not to speak at all, nor to teach in the name of Yahushua. So that is one point. The other one that we have to look at is that also the Father's name was taken away. We read in Jeremiah 23:27, who try to make my people forget my name by their dreams, which everyone relates to his neighbor, as their fathers forgot my name for Baal. Now the English for Baal is Lord. And what does 2 billion Christians call him? Lord. What does 2 billion Christians call our Messiah? Jesus, a Greek name, which means Hail Zeus. The key of knowledge is the sacred name, and the Christian calls on neither the Father nor the Son's sacred name. Yahuwah is very clear in the 10 Commandments. It was that important for him that he put it in the 10 Commandments. He said in Exodus 27, you do not bring the name of Yahuwah your Elohim to naught, for Yahuwah does not leave the one unpunished who brings his name to naught. Now the Hebrew word for naught is to shava, which means to bring to nothingness. This happens in 2 ways. 1, not using his name, and 2 is to change the sacred name. And both these the Christian are guilty of. Yahuwah warned us in Proverbs 30 verse 4. He said, who has gone up to the heavens and come down? Who has gathered the wind in his fists? Who has bound the waters in a garment? Who established all the ends of the earth? What is his name, and what is his son's name, if you know it? So Yahuwah is clear saying here that if you know it, that is what it's supposed to be. But most will not. They do not know the name of the one who created the heavens and the earth. The evidence is found in the following very interesting verse. We read in Hosea 4 verse 6. My people have perished for a lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being a priest for me. Since you have forgotten the Torah of your Elohim, I also forget your children. Can you see what it says? It says, they will perish because of a lack of knowledge. And what is the knowledge that they forgot? since you have forgotten the Torah of your Elohim. Does the Christian call the Father by the sacred name? No. Does the Christian keep the Torah? No. Therefore, this verse says that because of a lack of knowledge, they will perish. And this is a direct result of not having the key of knowledge. To be saved, you have to obey Yahuwah's word. You have to obey his commandments. Because if you don't, you cannot receive his set-apart spirit. And we can only be saved if we receive his set-apart spirit. We read in Acts 5:32, and we are his witnesses to these matters, and so also the set-apart spirit, whom Elohim has given to you who obey him. The next verse we read, and it's very clear, but it says, saved by obedience. We just read, we only receive his spirit by obedience. And Hebrews 5 verse 9 says the following, and having been perfected, that is obedience, he, Yahusha, became the causer of everlasting deliverance to all those obeying him. Obeying Torah is perfection in the eyes of Yahuwah. That is his desire for us. And if we obey his commandments, we will receive his spirit and Yahusha will save us. Hallelujah.